Brian Kelly had a bad week.
Yes, he did. And this is very snarky, but we had some people reach out to Fritzy and ask if he was going to get the Brian Kelly LSU clothes. because Brian Kelly sent me his Notre Dame gear, extra large, and I gave them all to Fritzy.
I can make some room in the closet.
So we got some LSU gear there with Brian Kelly that may be coming your way, Todd. Yes, Paul?
And everything's about comparisons. Brian Kelly leaves Notre Dame because he couldn't win a national title there. Notre Dame is doing very well and in the playoffs every year. It's always in comparison, where you left and what you're doing now.
Yep, that's a big buyout. That seems to be the rage here. And this is the new college football. There's going to be more of this because if you're spending that kind of money on your coach, that kind of money on your players, you don't have the patience that you once did. And I think that's what you're seeing, whether it's Penn State or LSU or Oklahoma State. They want to see, what are we doing? And then you'll get these teams like Arizona State or SMU or Indiana, and they kind of come out of nowhere, and you're like, wait a minute. I thought we were supposed to be the blue blood powerhouse here. But Brian Kelly, it was never a good fit. We talked about it. I think I've talked about it just about every week. It felt like there was something that was going to happen there and not a good thing. And you lose at home, but sometimes it's where you lose and how much you lose by, and you get blown out by Texas A&M. And if you're there and you're a booster, alumni, it hurts even more. And, your patience, hey, we're losing 3 games. You're the one who talked about a national championship. You're the one that talked about, hey, keeping receipts here. Brian Kelly never fit there. There's certain places where, especially in the SEC, where you go, that doesn't fit. It doesn't mean he's not a good coach. He's proven that he's a really good coach. I think there is this, I don't like Brian Kelly because of his personality or how he is on the sidelines or how he is in a press conference. He's a good coach. But I think there's people who look at him and they don't like him because of his personality. Now, he didn't win big games. And just ask James Franklin. You got to win those games, especially at home. This was supposed to be a team that was going to compete for a national championship or at least be in the playoffs. And it just, you got 3 years, it feels like, and I don't care who you are, you got 3 years. I mean, they may run Dabo Swinney out of Clemson. I didn't think that would ever happen. But James Franklin, yeah, nice. Here's some parting gifts. Brian Kelly, we gave you a chance. Now we move on. Yes, Eaton.
It is weird because it does feel like there is no scandal. There is no anything. We just don't like you. It's like personality-based with Brian Kelly. It kind of feels like we just don't like you and how you are, rather than there is no cheating scandal. There is no other big blow-up. He didn't hit somebody. He didn't there's no other thing like that. It's just you.
877-3DP-SHOW, email address dp@danpatrick.com, Twitter handle @DP-SHOW, as we always do every Monday. Best and worst of the weekend. The strength and conditioning coach who was at LSU, I think, for about 22, 23 years, Tommy Moffitt, he's the strength and conditioning coach at Texas A&M. During practice, apparently they had a picture of Brian Kelly on a tackling dummy. And so the strength and conditioning coach was very proud of what he did and what A&M did at LSU. Brian Kelly let him go.